Buenos dias. Good morning. My name is Jared, and I want to thank you for joining us for the premiere first episode of Way of Life, live on the ranch here in North Texas in the Palo Pinto Mountains. And you say, hey, there's no mountains in North Texas? Well, let me tell you something. These hills out here are bigger than any hills around, so we call them mountains. You're saying to yourself, well, why did I click on this? Look at this grizzly old man with a dirty hat. What am I going to do watching this video? What am I going to learn? Am I going to laugh? What's the deal? Well, let me tell you. Let me give you a little preview. If you're interested in a Western lifestyle, if you're interested in Western history, if you're interested in cowboys, or horses, or cattle, or wildlife, or sustainability, or agriculture, or cattle sales, or rodeos, you've come to the right place. That's us in a nutshell. Come join us for our day-to-day life and kind of see what a cowboy in 2019 does. Hey, let me tell you, the cowboy way of life is not dead. You're going to enjoy what you see. I hope by the end of this video you'll click on that subscribe button and see what's coming up next in our next episode. I don't know when that's going to be. It may be one a month, one a week. Who knows? We'll just see what we have time for. But I tell you what, some of the stuff we run into is pretty funny. Some of it's really not. Some of it's pretty serious. Sometimes we don't get anything done because it's a train wreck. We want to invite you to come along. Why don't you saddle up and go next to us? We're fixing to get the day started. Here we go. Well, here we are this morning. Out here on the north end, moving some cows off our wheat fields. We do no-till wheat fields. Been a tough old year for wheat. Got my old trusty steed here, Charlie Brown. We're going to try to move these cattle to a different pasture. I got to find me a spot to get around this water here. Nice morning to be horseback. Any morning's nice to be horseback. As you can see, we got these old red cows down here in a old well site. Got my help over here pushing them around, trying to get them down this fence line to this corner, get them fed through this gate. Bunch of new pretty babies right there. Wave to us, Ward. Getting these cows to move down to this corner. Got the neighbor's bull across the fence, so that's always fun. But if you can kind of teach your cows to guide, to drive, a little easier. You have to teach them every time you're on horseback, you're teaching them whether it's good or bad. Well, we got these cattle to the corner, trying to get them into a lane that takes them to another pasture. Looks like we got a couple stuck in the gate next to the neighbor's bull. Should be interesting. It's always interesting. It's a great way of life. Well, we finally got all these cows and calves in the lane. And as you can see from the lather on my horse, a little harder than expected. But we got them here and the gate's open on the other end, so we're in good shape. That's what your old pony looks like if your gather didn't go like you wanted it to. But we got them gathered, got them moved. Looks a little sweaty, maybe a little muddy. Hey guys, got our cattle gathered and moved to a different pasture. We're loaded up, got the old caballos in the back, headed over to our east place. It takes 20 or 30 minutes to get there. Depends on who's driving for sure. And we're going to gather a little set of replacement heifers, get them vaccinated and get them worked. I'll show you a little bit of that here in a minute. Get them loaded up, take them to that north wheat field that we just moved those cows off of. Took us a little longer than we planned this morning, but hey, when you have this line of work, those kind of things happen. Some days it's really smooth and some days it's really not. I'm excited to have y'all here. Excited to show you when we work our calves. We've already worked our fall herd calves. Did those the last few weeks. We'll be weaning those in June and working our spring calves for the first time. I'll post some videos on that so you guys can see that. It's an exciting time. I love seeing those little calves run around. The Lord sure is good and blessing us with lots of them. And they're all healthy. The mamas are doing good. We've had a rough summer this summer. Hardly any rain at all for about 9 months, and then we have been flooded 24 inches in from September, October, November, and December. Crazy. If you don't like the weather in Texas, hang around, it'll change pretty quick. Back at it again. Going to gather some replacement heifers and coming 2-year-olds, and also, they're 1.5 years old, and have them bred to where they'll calve when they're 2. Got some yearlings here with them, some just leftover calves that we didn't sell. Gonna get them coming up towards the pen and sort them and work them. As you can hear, we got a little breeze and overcast, about 50 degrees, so not too bad. Could be a lot warmer, but could be a lot colder too. As you can see, the other one's up there ahead of us. He's up here, and we'll show you how we work them and what we do to them. Get them ready for the heifer bulls. As you can see, we made it to the pens with these prospective replacement heifers. We've got them sorted off over there, and then we've also got the other calves that were with them sorted off right here. We're going to be vaccinating all of them. And if you can look right here, you can see that we have 4 different shots that we'll be giving the heifers. Well, we made it back over here where we started earlier today. About to let those heifers out that we worked earlier. I'll show you fans as we unload them out here on this good green wheat. Let them grow a little bit. Turn those bulls out and make us some beef for next year. And look at that. We even got a little sunshine this afternoon. What a bonus. Well, God always blesses us. Well, open the back of this trailer. See all those girls in there lined up. I'll let them out and see what they look like. Well, there they are. Turn out on the pretty green. They're sure going to go grow big and pretty and get those babies big and pretty inside them, at least for the next couple of months. Now look what we get to do. We get to clean a trailer out at some point. All cows and calves tomorrow, so I'll wait a few more days. Well, what do you know? We made it to the end of the day. We had a good day. Wasn't without its problems, but we had a good day. We gathered our pears over there in the north wheat. We moved them down through with some difficulty, but hey, we got it done. Moved them down through another pasture into the lane and moved them over to the far west side. No major casualties, so to speak of. Our horses were a little drained, but you know, that's part of being a ranch horse. We got our heifers gathered and our yearlings gathered. Got the heifers sorted off, got everything worked, got the yearlings ready to ship out tomorrow. And we got the heifers all the way moved back to that north wheat pasture. Even got back in time to take care of our horses and wash them off, saddle them, unsaddle them, and wash them off, get them fed, feed all of our other horses, get things taken care of here at headquarters. And you know what? As it is, I've been sitting here thinking about how blessed I am to have this job, to have my way of life, to have the family that I have, the kids that I have, the wife, the good friends that I have. And it reminds me of when God told David that he was going to have a lasting dynasty in his family. And that through him, there would actually be a dynasty that lives on. And they didn't know at that time, but Jesus would actually come from his lineage. And when that happened, David went and talked to God, and I wanted to read that to you right quick. It's out of 1 Chronicles 18, starting at verse 16. It said, "Then King David went and sat before the Lord and prayed, 'Who am I, O Lord God, and what is my family, that you have brought me this far? And now, O God, in addition to everything else you speak of, giving me a lasting dynasty. You speak as though I were someone great. O Lord God, what can I say about the way you have honored me? And you know what I'm really like. For my sake, O Lord, and according to your will, you have done all these great things and have made them known. O Lord, there is no one like you. There is no other God. We have never heard of another God like you.'" Man, I feel exactly the same way David did. Who am I? All the things I've done, he knows what I'm really like inside. And he still gives me all this. He gives me an abundance of things. He does not withhold, even though in spite of who I am. And I just can't help but think about that and give him thanks for that. Well, I tell you what, I hope you guys have enjoyed rolling with us today. Kind of seeing what we do, kind of what we're about. I hope you click that subscribe button down there and come join us. I don't know how many of these videos I'm going to get to set out and how many I'm going to get to put on one a week, one a month, one every 4 months. I just don't know, but it's been fun doing it. I just want to show you a little way of life of an old cowboy. Just want to leave you with a couple of words. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Give to those in need. Help those who can't help themselves. And love the Lord God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. That's really the way of life.